Hello, this is Ralphie Wall Street, and this is another episode of the Cheat Code. Today is Wallstreet Wednesdays, where we'll be breaking down this week's good stocks, this week's great tips, and anything we can do to help your portfolio. So right now, I want to get into what's happened over the last week or two. Crypto is kicking butt. They're at about 28,000 per coin, and that is amazing. A lot of institutions are starting to accept it. A lot of ETFs are starting to sprout on crypto, and it's starting to get accepted in more and more places. So I believe it's going to be here to stay. So if you're not diversified into a little bit of crypto, I recommend just a little bit, or I suggest you dipping your toe into that field. It won't hurt you, I believe. Another great thing that's going on as well as Walmart. Well, I don't think it's great. I think it's interesting how Walmart is really beefing with the Department of Justice. No, well, actually, the Department of Justice is suing Walmart. So I could say the Department of Justice is beefing with Walmart? Yes. So the reason they are fighting in court is because Walmart didn't screen well when the opioid crisis first started, and they believe they should pay dearly for that with their wallet. And I believe so, because the opioid crisis definitely did attack and hurt a lot of families. But it also did that in the 80s with heroin to the black culture. But I don't want to get into that today. That's another episode. But you need to know that the opioid crisis is bad. Be careful with those pills and stuff like that, because it is destroying families. Walmart and the Department of Justice, we'll see how that goes. I will keep you in tune on to what is going on with that case. As of now, it's just in the preliminary parts, so nothing really has set in stone happen. So we shall see. Another great thing is companies can now go public without the exchange red tape. I think that's awesome for startups and private companies, that they can be able to just invest in themselves IPO style and let the public put the money in to help them grow. I think that's amazing. Before, you had to get underwriters, you had to go to banks, exchanges, the SEC, make sure everything was like 1,000% before you even went public. It usually takes 6 months to a year to go public because of all the red tape. And now that has been lifted. SEC has approved that you can now go public without exchange red tape. I think that's great. Another amazing thing I wanted to get into was how the markets can help you and your family in an amazing way if you just take 2% of your income and start investing, or get a mentor or a teacher to help you invest to be safe with your money. It's just a suggestion. What I really want to get into today with Wallstreet Wednesdays is video games. Oh, I love video games. Do you love video games? I don't play them as much as I used to, but my son does, my daughter does. They love this stuff. And the good thing about that, with COVID and pandemic, they're playing games easier now. Everything's going digital. You don't have to actually go into a store to buy CDs or discs to play. So with all this happening and all the speed happening for convenience, the industry is growing. The video game industry now is worth $2 billion. That's a lot. So you got to think Activision, their ticker ATVI, and Take-Two Interactive, their ticker TTWO, or even Electronic Arts. These companies are making money because no one got no place to go, and video games, you play them from the age of 7, 8 to 50. So it's a no-brainer. It's definitely a growing business. All these different Gen X, millennials, Gen Zs, all these people are coming into the video game industry and wreaking havoc, just playing video games, enjoying their time online. Now I think you believe you can actually cross Xbox and PS4 and 5. I think y'all can all play together on certain platforms, and that's a big deal, because now that's even more users. You tell your friend, like, no matter what video system you got, we can play together. They're going to tell their friends the same thing. So that's only going to grow. So keep an eye on the video game industry with all the stocks they have. They're definitely something to put on your watch list. Fiverr. I usually do on, I believe, Money Mondays, ways you can like either help your entrepreneurial spirit or figure out how to do different small business techniques and styles and strategies. So I like to always, when I'm doing Money Mondays, big up Fiverr, because Fiverr helps me out. Like our logo for the Cheat Code podcast came from Fiverr. So what they're saying about Fiverr is over the last 60 days, it's grew 30%. And why is that? We're in the middle of a pandemic and a lot of people are losing their jobs. So they need to hone in on the talents they do have and try to turn a profit. So a lot of people become freelancers, and a great platform for that is Fiverr. You can't beat a place where you can get your web design, some graphics for your site, some graphics for your brand logo, some graphics. Even they can help you build an app. They have over 200 different services you can choose from if you're an entrepreneur, a small business, and it's at low cost. It's competitive prices. So it's definitely something you want to get into, and that's why the Fiverr stock is kicking butt, because it makes entrepreneurialism so much easier because everything's all in one place. Literally. So it's definitely worth it to add or at least add Fiverr to your watch list. I believe so, because Fiverr is a growing company and a growing business industry, because freelancing, entrepreneurship, things like that is only going to grow because technology is only going to complement what they're trying to do even better. So I believe it's a good move to go. You might want to dust off that card collection. Yeah, dust off the card collection. The trading card industry is set by 22 to reach almost $2 billion, maybe $2.5 billion. So a lot of cards I just seen online, I think it was a Steph Curry rookie card, went for $600,000. And trading cards almost in the same realm as stocks. It's a buy and hold game. Use and let it appreciate in value over time. So it's definitely something to get into. So trading cards are reaching that, and the fact that it reached the stock stations I watch is amazing. I actually have a collection of cards that I need to downsize, but hopefully in the most profitable way for me and my family. So I look forward to actually digging through my crates, and I hope you do too, because trading cards, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. If you have some, to take a look. Send some to, I think it's PSA. They grade your cards for you. So if you put it online for $5, but if you take it to PCA or ship it to them and they grade it and they say it's worth $1,000, you can legitly charge $1,000. It's been graded. So it's definitely worth it to take a look into your card collections, because that's just as good of an asset as stocks. Trust me when I say this. So you got to be worth it, and you got to understand. What else do I want to get into? Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Now let me stop. Adidas is selling Reebok, and the highest potential buyers is Baron Davis and Master P. I hope they get it. I really believe, if they get this deal, I'm switching my sneakers to Reebok, because I gotta support black-owned businesses, especially sneaker businesses, because it's so hard for our culture to break into the industry as original designers versus just jumping on the bandwagon of Jordan and Nike. So if they can really do that and it's theirs, I will definitely support. And I hope that's cool, because Adidas is really trying to open up some room in the books. So they're trying to get rid of it for, I think, $1.5 billion. They paid $2.6 billion probably like less than 10 years ago for it. So they don't lose too much. And if they don't make any money off Reebok like that as it is, it can only get cheaper. So I see them trying to make that deal as soon as possible. So keep an eye on that. And plus, Adidas, let's see, downsizing the books may help their stock as well. Adidas is a great stock too. Keep an eye on them. So this has been another episode of the Cheat Code. We appreciate you watching or listening. And please hit the like button or share button on our YouTube channel. We appreciate it. And subscribe as well. This This has been another episode of the Cheat Code, sponsored by the Happy Crowd Clothing Company. It's where we THC lovers buy our gear. Thank you and have a great day.